220 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, this is perhaps, pound for pound, the greatest British technical wrestler in the world today. There is only one, Nigel McGuinness!
Here is Nigel McGuinness, the man of some people claim he's not just the finest wrestler in Britain, but the finest pure technical wrestler in the world.
It's hard to disagree with that, Adam. The guy
and his opponent, ladies and gentlemen, from Essex,
you must be tired
he also weighs in at 220 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Pukka one, Darren Burridge!
And his opponent in this 2 out of 3 falls match, a man that I don't think you could really question, is probably the most popular man in 1PW right now.
Yeah, without a doubt. As soon as that music hits, the crowd are on the feet. Burridge is all about the push all the way to the ring. But we say it every time. He is in that weird circle. An unbelievable wrestling machine. He needs to think about taking Nigel McGuinness very seriously. But these two men before, it was a technical masterpiece. Some say the very best match 1PW have put up.
I would certainly say it's in my top 5 of favourite 1PW matches today.
Don't call me a scanner. I'll cut your life out. My name's Darren Burridge.
Oh no, not the hair! Burridge has gone for the hair! That could cost him his contract!
Alright, Nigel McGuinness kills it!
Our beloved GM, as I said before, Burridge all about the fun on the way in, has made a mess of your hair.
Tonight I've been disrespected, insulted, bled on, hitting the balls, had another man's balls thrust in my face, had my hair messed up. Ridiculous! Well, I've been embarrassed, just beyond belief.
It's not looking good for your hair right now, but
No.
if we can concentrate on what's going on in the ring. Burridge, McGuinness, 2 out of 3 falls.
Do you think maybe Darren Burridge is taking exception? I've given him an opportunity here to shine. At the last show, the No Enemy weekend, I put him in this match. He thought that he was worthy of an openweight title shot. I thought maybe he just needed to take another couple of steps up the ladder before he earned himself that shot. He had just come out of a tag team and hadn't really established himself back in the singles ranks. This was giving him the opportunity, and he disrespects me by thrusting his balls in my face and messing my hair up.
Well, if Darren Burridge can get through and pass Nigel McGuinness, then that certainly is a step in the right direction of this this so-called ladder that you've put in front of him.
Does anyone have a mirror?
Beautiful over the hip takedown from Nigel McGuinness. I mean, Burridge checking his package.
It's fair to say that the crowd is almost an even 50-50 split here.
Yeah, both men at the moment hugely popular in 1PW.
The fans recognising Nigel McGuinness's incredible credentials, most of which, admittedly, were attained not on the British shores, but over in America.
but he's managed to hold that British style, a British sensibility to his outlook, which has served him well on his travels, both abroad and in Europe, and in America. Obviously,
a big star in Ring of Honor.
Yep. Held the Pure Wrestling title.
Has come up just slightly short of winning the ROH World Heavyweight Championship on 2 or 3 occasions now.
And if McGuinness is to come out on top of this, you've got to, by the same token as Burridge, you've got to think that would put him somewhere on the line for an open weight title shot at the very least.
Certainly, this would a win here would escalate Nigel McGuinness into contention for pretty much either belt, should he wish to pursue one.
Burridge versus Wallace, McGuinness versus Wallace. Again, should be another fantastic wrestling match, which either man gets through.
And that's what James Wallace wants. He wants to be able to prove himself as the best wrestler in the world.
Burridge now with a top wrist lock, keeping Nigel on his back.
We've seen very little clowning about from Darren Burridge here, other than at the beginning, which I don't really want to talk about anymore.
McGuinness went for the snapmare into the face lock. Burridge rolled through, again, back to the top wrist lock.
I would still quite like Nigel just to rough him up a little bit, though, just for what he did to me.
Both men jockeying for position now on the wrist lock. Side headlock. Burridge sends in. Nigel hits the canvas. Beautiful leapfrog. Burridge down. Leapfrog for Burridge. Went for the hip toss. And a reversal. And the reversal. And another reversal. And both men countering each other's hip toss attempts.
His reversal's so fast. The first 3 rows, they're squirting water in their eyes as the two together to blink in case they miss something.
A nice show of respect there, as both men were tied up in the ropes, both jockeying for that hip toss. And a nice clean break.
It makes me sick.
Both men trying to work an entrance into getting the upper hand, as neither man has really shown any dominance over the other one. McGuinness has got the neck vice on, cranked in. The referee just checking to see if it's not slipped into a choke, which it looks like it hasn't. Burridge sent into the corner, foot in to stop, underneath. Oh, he went for the quick roll-up. McGuinness counted into
a sunset flip.
And again, and a push through again to another pinfall combination.
Just a
Burridge
quick
rolls
succession
through.
of pins.
And again, they're just seesawing back and forwards. Burridge is rolled over. And McGuinness is forward rolled out of it. There was
into the standoff
there
now.
must have been 7 or 8 pinfall attempts there. Neither man being able to keep the other man's shoulders down for 3. But instead of just a kick out, there was a roll into another pinfall situation.
Will take it out of you, however. It's very, very tiring to continually have to roll your opponent around like that. And you, of course, are expanding the energy, kicking out. Nigel McGuinness now going for a full Nelson instead. Picks on the arm. Locks him in a wrist lock.
Burridge looking for a way out, maybe to reverse it. McGuinness has got it in nice and deep, but beautiful head scissor takedown there from Burridge. It looked like McGuinness was going for a head and arm suplex. Burridge floated right onto the head scissors and rolled straight over.
All those moves that you see there with the wrist and the arm, they're not especially painful, just more annoying. It's all a tactical setup. You have no idea where your opponent's going to go next.
That's beautiful headstand out of it. McGuinness has got unbelievable strength in his neck. As we might see later on when he does that headstand on the turnbuckle, that ends in a mule kick. I've seen men go flying from almost one corner to the other from that mule kick.
He's tremendous strength in his legs, Nigel McGuinness.
Now McGuinness with his leg scissors of his own. Burridge his head wrapped in the figure 4 of the legs.
Vice-like grip. Nigel McGuinness. Burridge hoping this headstand can help him out of this predicament. And he's gone for the roll. If he sticks the arm up here, he might be going for the lady in the lake. Nope, he's just rolling around instead.
Burridge has now wrapped himself up into a little ball.
It's a classic old school British move. Popularised by people like Jim Breaks.
McGuinness now he doesn't really have any options to grab anything.
Oh, and he just kicks it.
But he didn't need to.
Blade.
He's just delivered a sick soccer kick straight. Burridge's back.
Burridge almost sees that as a sign of disrespect there.
Well, Burridge going for a single leg takedown. Nigel saw it coming into the backside. Again looking for the single leg. Rolled around to the schoolboy. Almost a 3 count there. And a go behind again.
Burridge on the go behind. Went for the single leg pick, didn't get it. Burridge, however, leans back with the bridge. And that's it.
And that's the first fall.
Well, we're going to see a change in tactics now.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the first fall, Darren Burridge!
Nigel McGuinness has now got to step it up, be very, very cautious.
Yeah, he's just one pinfall submission away from losing this.
Darren Burridge, on the other hand, can afford to
That's
almost
right.
take
He
that
has the
little bit of a step back.
comfort of a pinfall advantage.
He can afford to take a few more risks than Nigel McGuinness can at this stage. I would actually look for Darren Burridge to sit back a bit, play a bit more defensive, slow the pace down a bit, change it a gear, look for Nigel McGuinness to make a mistake because he's the one that's now desperate. And he may try something he wouldn't normally. He may go for a risk he wouldn't normally go for. And Darren Burridge will look for that and hopefully try and capitalise on it and go for 2 straight falls.
Well, the pressure's really on for McGuinness now. He needs to get a pinfall to tie it up. Because if he doesn't, then he's lost.
Using both of Darren Burridge's arms against him. Choking him now, just driving the air out of him.
Burridge may be looking for a crab to try and get out of this cross-arm neck submission manoeuvre, and he's managed to reverse it. Now, if Burridge can keep him central, maybe knock his foot into his knee. There it is. He's going to take McGuinness down, and it looks like he's trying to stretch him over his knees. Now, look at that.
Just bends him over into an almost unnatural angle.
Oh, beautifully rolled through from McGuinness, and he could have the move back on again. He has. He's reversed it, rolled through, and looking for that vicious lariat, the short arm lariat. McGuinness has almost taken the top half of Darren Burridge off with that vicious lariat.
In addition to the blood and sweat I'm covered in, I believe Darren Burridge's teeth just flew straight past my head.
McGuinness, the first maybe real clear advantage we've seen. Even though McGuinness is a fall down, it's still pretty even, and a hard Irish whip to the corner.
And the back of his neck snapped there against the top turnbuckle as he came down. Maybe the neck possibly becoming the focal point. McGuinness may have just removed an elbow pad.
Yeah, I think he just did.
I think he may be looking for another lariat.
McGuinness sent in for the reversal. Oh! And Burridge's shoulder struck that corner. That could have easily separated his shoulder.
The noise of skin and bone on metal was almost sickening. The referee's having to ask Darren Burridge whether or not he wants to carry on. That was tremendous impact.
If McGuinness wasn't centering his attack on the shoulder region now, he certainly will. And he's taking him over the top wrist lock and into the hip toss.
The scream of Darren Burridge as he hit the mat. Is there a dislocation there? Is there some kind of separation, a muscle tear?
Well, we heard the noise, Adam, the noise of, as you say, flesh on steel, and again, the top wrist lock takedown. He's doing nothing but wrenching that shoulder right out of its socket. And the elbow and the shoulder are just going to come right out.
I mean, the difference is now, well, he snaps over from a top wrist lock. He doesn't just yank him over. He's got him in a top wrist lock position where the arm and the wrist are already twisted at an unnatural angle.
Well, Burridge showing that he's got some fire in his belly with 3 chops to the face, and Jesus Christ! McGuinness has just not only slapped the taste out of Burridge's mouth, but I think everybody in the front row.
And McGuinness, being the savage, wily veteran that he is, presses the forearm against the cheek as he goes for the pin, shifting all that weight perfectly onto the top half of Darren Burridge.
So Burridge has got clever again from McGuinness. He's wrapped that shoulder round the top rope.
Repeated headbutts
and
now.
A series of vicious headbutts straight to that shoulder region.
He may as well get a tin of paint and draw a circle, because there is a huge target right now on Darren Burridge's shoulder. McGuinness will now just focus his entire arsenal, his entire assault on that one area.
Nigel McGuinness taunting Burridge, telling to get back onto his feet.
It's not just a good place to work on for a submission hold, but it also restricts the pinfall, because now he can cover him and instead of the injured shoulder, press all of his weight on the good one, because Darren Burridge will have incredible trouble rolling that already injured, torn shoulder off the mat to try and escape a pinfall.
Yeah, you're right. Instinct is going to dictate that he's going to shoot up the not injured shoulder. A beautiful hip toss into the neck breaker.
Hip toss, but you have to think, though, he didn't quite get the height that he needed.
No. Again, the weight on the shoulder. Beautiful drop toe hold. He's looking for that avalanche. Oh! Into the bridge. Oh!
Almost 2 straight falls.
Well, Burridge winding up, looking to deliver a lariat of his own.
Oh, another huge lariat.
And that 1, 2, and a kick out. Again, there's how many times can Darren Burridge take that lariat?
And you could see there, he cradled that injured arm and shoulder and pushed the remainder of the arm towards the good arm to shift that weight, to try and make sure he couldn't roll out the pin. Unfortunately for Nigel McGuinness, however, he just found a way.
Well, he's called it. He's called for the Tower of London, and if he does hit this will be 1 fall apiece. Nigel's got it hooked in, and Burridge is fine for all he's worth. He's trying to get out. He's managed to break the hold.
Burridge now.
Burridge to the top teetering on the second rope, looking for a spinning shoulder block off the top rope.
It turned into a shoulder block. I had a feeling he tried to make that into a European uppercut, but maybe the arm failed him. He's having difficulty balancing.
Well, I'm questioning this, because this could be shoulder into guardrail. It's everything into guardrail. Burridge and McGuinness both hit hard into the guardrail.
Burridge is taking risks that really at this stage in the match he doesn't have to take. He's 1 fall up.
Maybe he's figuring that he's in so much pain he needs to get the second fall and get it in fast.
Maybe the injury is a lot more severe than we first thought. Maybe you're right there, Dale. Maybe he's trying to take this home, and quickly.
Burridge now taking control, trying to get McGuinness in the ring. He was just... Oh my God! Oh, we've just seen McGuinness roll in and out the ring and deliver that lariat on the outside.
Bruce Lee was famous for a strike called the 1-inch punch. I believe we've just seen the first 1-inch lariat.
And I think he's measuring it for again. Oh! And again,
a discus lariat.
4th time. A horrendously, unbelievably stiff lariat. As the fans in attendance are asking for another one. I don't think Burridge will be asking for another one.
He certainly won't.
I don't think it'll be a case of, please sir, can I have some more?
Please sir, can you stop?
This is quite clever, because if this is a count out, this is 1 fall apiece.
Exactly. He will tie it.
And sensibly, McGuinness has done his damage on the outside, and now letting the count do its job.
There were some tactics in play there. The type of lariats he went for, the discus there, the short one, they weren't straight into the face or the middle of the neck. He went for the good side of Darren Burridge's neck, which snaps the neck towards that bad side, again causing more torque, more tension and more tearing on that bad shoulder.
Burridge has barely made it to his feet. He's managed to roll himself under the bottom rope, but straight into the waiting predator that is Nigel McGuinness.
Would it have been wise for him to perhaps sit that out, take the 10 count, recuperate, come back in the ring? Nigel McGuinness asking the fans, we want to see him mess him up. I'm saying yes.
A series of hard chops to the face. McGuinness ahead of steam, and a running European uppercut to a Darren Burridge that was just perched into the corner.
I've got a feeling something very nasty is around the corner here for Darren Burridge. The only question in his mind is what? Is it going to be another lariat?
Oh, and it is! And that is going to be 3 surely. 2. Wow.
Kicking out.
I think Nigel McGuinness is beginning to question what he's got to do to put Darren Burridge away.
The 5th, the 6th lariat he's taken in this fall.
And each one getting more sick than the last one. And now we're looking at a Tower of London. And now Burridge has just had his head drilled straight through the canvas. The hook of the leg. 2, 3. And that is 1 apiece. If you
Ladies and
notice him,
gentlemen, the
look
winner
on
of the
Burridge's
second
face.
fall, Nigel McGuinness!
His eyes were open, but they were clearly, even from our look, from our vantage point, they were glazed over.
Vacant.
The final
Absolutely
fall
vacant.
will decide the match.
Now momentum is, although he's come from a fall behind and it is 1-1, the momentum has switched. And it's on McGuinness' side. Maybe that was Burridge's thinking in getting that second pinfall in as fast as he could. And taking the risks that he might not necessarily needed to take. But now it's 1 apiece.
He has sustained an inhuman amount of damage in the duration of that fall. You just wonder how much more that arm actually has before it falls off.
And now the former ROH Pure champion is just systematically taking Burridge apart.
McGuinness now, he is shifting it down a gear. He's slowing it down, realising that Darren Burridge is in a degree of danger. Stepping with him, toying with him.
I think McGuinness he's got the finish line in his sights and he's just slowly picking apart. Burridge
has found something from deep within.
Yeah, another stiff European uppercut. They're just trading them. And another.
One after another, neither man backing down.
And this is just an incredible series of European uppercuts. And now Burridge with a second. And a third in succession. And a 4th. And McGuinness now. Oh, he went for one. Caught it.
Oh,
and there's
if he can come back here, he might have him. 2. And he just kicks out.
McGuinness, as he delivered the lariat, his forearm landed on Burridge's face.
McGuinness has such an unbelievable amount of range with that lariat. He can hit it from absolutely anywhere. I have never seen anybody with such strength from just taking 1 or 2 steps on a lariat.
And I think that the 7 lariats that Burridge has taken, not to mention the Tower of London, it's caused him some internal bleeding because Burridge is bust open inside the mouth.
For Darren Burridge's sake, I hope he has just bitten his tongue.
There's definite blood in Burridge's mouth, and now he's high risk. Again, Burridge cutting him off.
Possibly looking for a suplex here.
Even a move like a suplex could, at this stage in the game, get you a 3 count. The amount of punishment that Burridge has taken via the lariats, a move, 2. Well, I say I almost got the 3. A move like a suplex, normally like a set-up manoeuvre for something else, could easily get you a 3 count.
At this late stage in the game, it certainly could.
He's perhaps looking for a sharpshooter. He's got the legs hooked around. If he turns this over,
it's an interesting manoeuvre considering the bulk of the match he's worked on the neck.
Oh, he's got it cinched in deep. If he grab, if McGuinness can just lean back a little bit more,
there he is. He's
sit down on the back.
He's starting to squat there.
Darren Burridge is clawing his way to the ropes. It's the only way he's going to get out. There's no way, surely, that he would have the power in his legs to force McGuinness off.
It's interesting because it's almost like he's twisting the feet and the knees rather than going for the pressure in the lower back.
Yeah, you could be right, but Burridge has made the ropes the only way out of that manoeuvre.
He didn't have the strength in his arms and shoulders to roll out of that.
McGuinness again, first to his feet. Burridge is out on his feet. Oh my God, we've seen this before.
Yeah, we have seen this many times from Nigel McGuinness. You can forget it if he hits this.
Lariat. Oh, and a duck from Burridge. Oh, into the middle rope. Burridge off the ropes.
Himself.
A European uppercut to the back. And a lariat of his own. Almost what McGuinness was going for, and into the cover. 2. And just 2. It was so close. Burridge with the spring off the ropes into the lariat himself. Nearly got himself for 3. They sucked him into a double underhook. To the suplex. Top wrist lock roll through. And now the armbar. Again, a sound move. And this late stage of the match, this could easily get you a submission. Especially as now just been delivering the lariats.
Yep. That's what he needs to do, weaken that lariat arm. It's a move that he's gone for time and time again, connected and caused serious damage to Darren Burridge. If he removes that arm, then Nigel McGuinness has lost his greatest weapon.
And obviously as well, the fact that he's delivering the lariat, it's going to have some strain on McGuinness's arm.
Yep.
It's going to hurt him somewhat to keep delivering those lariats to Burridge. If his arm's feeling a little weak, to hyperextend it in an armbar, it's a clever manoeuvre.
Anyone who's ever been a wrestler, trained as a wrestler, will probably tell you that the first few times that you ever lariat or clothesline somebody, your arm swells.
McGuinness into the corner. Burridge following him. I thought we might see the shoulder. And the push to the back. Burridge managed to roll the shoulder up from the kick into the clothesline.
A quick cover from that manoeuvre though, which is exactly what Nigel McGuinness needs to do. Hit a move, go for the pin as quickly as possible.
McGuinness looking for that Tower of London again. It served him well in the first fall. He's got it hooked under.
He's hoping 3rd time's a charm.
And it is, and there it is. The Tower of London again. And that's all she wrote now. Burridge has just kicked out.
It's unbelievable.
Of the Tower of London.
I cannot offhand think of anybody?
I've never seen it myself.
Has anybody ever kicked out of the Tower of London?
I've seen McGuinness pick people up and continue the beating after a Tower of London, but I can't recall anybody kicking out. Especially that's the 2nd one he's received tonight. And again back to the vertical base, trading the forearms. McGuinness looking to get the advantage with the Irish whip. Reversal. Burridge down. Sunset flip for McGuinness. Burridge sat down. 2. And almost a 3.
Almost. Maybe for somebody could have reached back, got a leg, but then he would have shifted the balance on the move and it would have been so effective.
And there he come up. Another vicious
8 or 9.
Short arm lariat for the 2. And again, just 2.
This match is totally impossible to call. You could not, literally, I don't think there's a person sat in this building who could pick a winner right now.
McGuinness, he may have to think outside the box to beat Burridge here. He's given him lariat after lariat, and now McGuinness is ascending the turnbuckles. But Burridge back on his feet, delivering a blow to the head, followed by the European uppercut. Now both men heading towards the top, and this is make or break here.
This could be a big mistake for Burridge.
Oh no, it's make or break.
He's trying to escape.
He's trying to get away from there.
That's
McGuinness
thing is, he needs to get closer, not further away.
Oh! And the lariat from the middle row has decapitated Darren Burridge. The hook of the leg. 2. Oh!
Well, Mills, a miracle is happening in front of our very eyes.
And Darren Burridge again has kicked out. Where is he finding this?
Is Darren Burridge invincible?
And there,
the extra momentum.
And that is sick. 1, 2, 3.
That's it.
And there was no getting up from that. The springboard.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the third and deciding fall, winning the match 2 faults to 1, Nigel McGuinness!
Although McGuinness is stood with his hand raised, Burridge is on his back. I think the true winners tonight, Mr. Curtis, are the fans.
You're not kidding. Another contender for one of the greatest matches I've ever seen held in a 1PW ring. Just happened right in front of my very eyes. And everyone else's.
And can you imagine that? I mean, we've seen the lengths that these two guys have gone to tonight. If there was gold on the line, how further could they take it?
Is Darren Burridge invincible?
I mean, you've got to figure that he's gonna have a separated shoulder. The continuous lariats, the shoulder to the turnbuckle.
9, 10 lariats, 2 Towers of London.
And that sickening lariat as McGuinness propels himself off that middle rope for the extra force that was required to take that last pinfall. I know it, we have witnessed something special here tonight again between two of the greatest in-ring performers
of this generation.
Exactly.
Touch him!
I don't think Burridge is on this planet.
He's gone.
And a show of respect in there as these two gladiators have basically killed each other with vicious manoeuvre after vicious blow followed by vicious manoeuvre. That's an unbelievable spectacle we've just seen.
They say Nigel McGuinness
These
is
two
in
guys,
it to win it, and you're not kidding.
These two guys, they make history every time they face each other. That was just incredible. It was absolutely, unbelievably incredible.
Hold on 1 minute, Stevie. Hold on 1 minute. Did you enjoy that match? People attending to it at the Doncaster Dome, did you enjoy that match? Would you like to see it again at the 2nd anniversary show? In an Iron Man match? Aren't I good to you? Ah, screw it.
You share the passion, you share the excitement, you share the yearning to participate, but you don't share the skills or experience. All the wrestlers you see here are highly trained athletes. You are not. Please do not try this at home.